Hi guys, welcome back to more Stokelona on the Force 9's YouTube channel, continuing the Stoke City save on Football Manager 2015. And a few important things today. Today's game is Inter Milan away in the Europa League, the third match day of our group in the Europa League. Want to go over a few things first of all though. Last episode, the game against Besiktas ended 1-1 and basically I didn't save it. I was almost certain I did. Apparently I didn't, which is my bad, and I hate it when that happens because you have to replay the game and you won't necessarily get the same result. And we didn't get the same result. We got a 2-1 win. So I'm a bit annoyed about that, but as I say, that's just my fault. It happens. And I didn't want to refilm it because I've done it enough days already without a video. I only did 3 videos last week. I didn't want to start this week without putting one out, really. So I wanted to get a video out. And that was basically how it had to happen. And I apologise for that. Other thing is that today is December 1st, 2015. It's officially Advent, so I'm wearing a Christmas jumper. You probably can't see, but it's got a red nose on it. You probably can't see it though. And also today is the 1-year anniversary of my first video on this channel. 1 year ago today, I released the first episode of my Lazio save on Football Manager 2015. So, years passed, and I'm very happy how it's going. Subs aren't important. I've got 83. Yesterday I said 84. Obviously, someone's unsubs. I'm not too bothered about that. Doesn't matter. It's up to them. But, yeah, basically just 1 year. If you've watched any of my videos, if you liked, if you've subscribed, if you've shared, followed, if you've done a Follow Friday, anything like that, then any time over the past year, even if you've watched my videos just for a few minutes, not even a whole video, just thank you, because it means a lot. I mean, this is only a bit of fun. I don't do this in search of actually trying to get subs and trying to, become a big name on YouTube. Like, this is just a little bit of fun. It's just, it keeps me going. I mean, like, sort of, work at the moment for me is bad. I'm in a dead end. I can't go any further because the company doesn't develop, and it's annoying. And I'm trying to find a new job. And, this just keeps me going. It's just something to do at home. If it wasn't for video games, if it wasn't for YouTube, and if it wasn't for my friends, I don't know where I'd be. So that's it really. I don't want to go too much into it, so let's just get on with today's video. That's it basically. Yeah, it's 1 year anniversary. So, and also that first Lazio video has almost 900 views, which I find just incredible. That almost 900 people have watched that video at least for a little bit, not even the whole video, just for a few minutes. That just means a lot. I can't believe it. So that's it really. Let's get into today's video then. That's all that stuff out of the way. Inter Milan away. So I played 6 games off screen. It is what I aimed for. Of course, Tuesday I don't put videos out because I don't have a lot of time to do the editing and uploading, because Monday night I finished. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so this will go out on Wednesday. Monday night I finished work at midnight. I didn't go to bed until about 3 o'clock because I like to watch Raw when I get home as well, the wrestling. 25-year-old that still watches wrestling, yeah, that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. So Tuesday is my day off, basically, off work, and I don't have to upload a video that day either. So I had to get everything filmed for Wednesday and try and get as much filmed as I can to get throughout the week, and it never works because, yeah, it just doesn't. And also Tuesday nights is quiz night, pub quiz. That's one of the other things that I like to do with my spare time. So, yeah, 6 games played off screen. Let's go through them. So, there's the Besiktas game. So, it ended 2-1, of course. It ended 1-1 in the video. Besiktas got a late equaliser. And, yeah, we won 2-1 this time. Jordan Rhodes scored the first goal, and Shaqiri made it 2-0 not long after. So, 2-0 up within half an hour. Besiktas got a goal back in the 92nd minute. Through Mario Gomez. And yeah, no, we didn't do too badly. Debussy had another great game at right back. I mean, he's been a great signing. Really happy with that. Yeah, not a lot went wrong this game. And also, I noticed that they have a player called Beck. So I guess in this game, he was a bit of a loser. Oh, yeah. I'll end that joke there. So, yeah, 6 games to look at off screen then. So we started off home game against Chelsea. So as I said, this is a very difficult run of games, especially in the Premier League. Our first 6 games, which is very hard. And we've got a suffer defeat here against Chelsea at home. Oscar really gave us some problems in this game, as did Willian. I mean, he didn't play very well, but he was causing problems on that wing. He's a very quick player. And I think, with Chelsea playing the way they are, I think Willian, if it hadn't been for Willian, then Chelsea would be even worse off than they are now, because he's by a mile, been their best player this season, Willian. Hasn't put a great deal wrong, really. He didn't score in this game, though. Oscar got 2 in this game. He scored in the 11th minute. Affley pulled one back for us to make it 1-1. But Oscar put Chelsea back in the lead on the 39th minute. And Chelsea went 3-1 up. The substitute Pedro, 5 minutes from time, scored to make it 3-1. Defender wasn't great in this game. I brought in Kirchhoff at centre-back because, of course, we just had a Europa League game, so some players were struggling a bit. So Kirchhoff came in and he didn't do very well. Jordan Rhodes has scored a few goals, but since then he's kind of dropped off a bit. If you look at these ratings, he scored against Everton, but then other than that, 6.5s and 6.6s and 6.3s isn't really good enough. So, and I also dropped him for the Fulham game. We started Peter Crouch, but he didn't do very well either. So strikers is a bit of an issue at the moment. I've recalled Mame Diouf to the first team, and we'll see if we can get him a game. Because, we might need him. If our strikers are misfiring, then maybe Diouf is the way forward. But I'm not quite sure. Then we went into the Capital One Cup third round. It was a home game against Everton, and we destroyed them. I mean, we dominated this game from start to finish. Everton had shots, but they were really bad. And, they just did terribly. We were 4-0 up in this game, 3-0 up before half-time. Arnautovic, I brought him in at right midfield because, as I said, players are starting to struggle for fitness. And he scored. So, might still be space for him. I was going to try and sell him, but it looks like he might still be fighting for a place in the squad. Jordan Rhodes scored 2 minutes later to make it 2-0. And then 43rd minute, Shaqiri scored to make it 3. 5 minutes after the restart, Crouch got on the score sheet to make it 4-0. And 66th minute, Everton pulled a goal back through Lukaku, but only 1 goal. That's all they could muster. And it ended 4-1. And that gave us a draw in the next round away against Bristol City. So, championship opposition. Or did they get relegated? No, they didn't. They finished 23rd. Oh, they're in 23rd. They finished 20th. So they only just escaped, really. Very close to being relegated. So very good performance there. Next game, not so much. We were terrible in this game. An away game against Spurs. Harry Kane scored all 4 goals for them. We got a first half hat-trick, and he added a 4th goal in the 49th minute. We pulled 1 goal back through Zarate, but that's all we could do, just the 1 goal. This was a miserable performance by us. I mean, they were completely dominant. They signed David Silva in the summer from Man City. He got 3 assists in this game. So Silva and Harry Kane really linking up well here. Silva setting up 3 of Harry Kane's 4 goals, and Bentaleb set up the other one. But we were terrible in this game. Volkswagen, I substituted him at half-time, and Affley. Volkswagen, he hasn't played a lot of games this season, but the games he has played, that's his first league appearance, actually. The games he has played, though, he's been pretty bad. So, not a very good performance. We're not happy with this one at all. They had lots of possession. We had shots, but Spurs had more. Really bad performance there. Then we went to Romania to face Tegu Muric, who have been a bit of a surprise in this group, actually. I said last episode they would be the whipping boys. But they actually beat Inter Milan in the game. They lost to them 1-0 in the episode. But the one that had to re-record or replay, they beat Inter Milan. And we could only get a 0-0 draw here, which is a bit of a shame. They had more possession than us. And, we just couldn't put away our shots either. It was a pretty poor one, really. McManaman and Rhodes didn't do very well. Again, we defended quite well. The fullbacks did well, Debuchy and Muniesa. But, we just couldn't find a goal. Neither could they. So, this group is still up in the air. And those 2 games coming up against Inter could be very, very important. Next game, a 3rd away game in a row. This was at Loftus Road against QPR, one of the guys promoted from the Championship. We did okay in this match, 2-1 win, rather. We were about 2-0 up. Pereira got his first goal for the club from a corner. Not a lot of goals from set pieces this season. I think this was the first. That was just before half-time. Affley scored in the 70th minute. That was off the bench, I believe. No, he started. My mistake. He started. And then QPR got a goal back through Paloski. I don't recognise that name. I'm not sure where from. Where would I recognise that from? Oh, Chievo. So I must have played him quite a bit in my Lazio series. That's probably why. Cool. Yeah. So that's interesting. Also, we might have done a 10-man. I don't really think we needed to, really. When Diarra got sent off, his second yellow card was in the 94th minute. Is there really a need to send someone off in the 94th minute? Like, I just don't understand that at all. That's just not really worth it. So he was suspended for the next game, which is a pain. But this was a 2-1 win. Not terrible, but yeah. It's 3 points. That's all that matters, and it's on the road. And then we were 1-0 at home to Fulham. This was a win. Jeremy Mene came back in this game. He was on the bench, and I substituted him on the 56th minute for Arnautovic. And almost immediately, he stubbed his toe. I'm not kidding. He stubbed his toe. I know, if you stubbed your toe before, it's just a little bit of pain, isn't it? No, he's out for 5 to 8 days because he stubbed his bloody toe. I kept him on until the end of the game. And he got a goal on his return in the 72 minutes. But he's missing today's game because he stubbed his toe. That's... Why? What? A stubbed toe? God's sake. I couldn't believe it. I was like stupid. I was expecting a big win here as well against Fulham, who haven't done very well so far. They've yet to find a win in the league. I was expecting a bit more than 1-0, but it's a win. And yeah, that'll do for now. But on to today's game then. Oh God, I've been recording for 12 minutes. Bloody hell. This is going to be a quick one. Today's game, we're away against Inter. So let's go into it now then. Match preview. Yes, they're playing that. So we are going to stick with this. I think we'll leave it there. I don't want to keep Butland on. Like, we've got some problems in goalkeeping at the moment. Our goalkeeper we bought in the summer, Andres Fernandez, is injured for between 7 and 9 weeks. That's basically 2 months with a hip injury. And I think, is Shay Given still injured? Shay Given's out for 2 months as well. So we basically literally have one goalkeeper, and that's it. If Butland gets injured, then I don't know what we're going to do. Well, I guess you can sign an emergency goalkeeper. I don't know. But we are not looking good because we've got Hogard, who's on loan, and then all the other keepers down below are just, they're terrible. They're really bad. So, yeah. Nobody fancies us to win. Well, Inter Milan, I think they've got a defeat and a draw so far because I think they drew with Besiktas, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were 1-0 up, and then Besiktas got an equaliser. So they just have the 1 point so far. We're on defensive and structured. So I didn't look at either of the teams, did I? So we've got Butler, Munoz, Shawcross, Sorensen, Debussy, Kirchhoff, Gutierrez, Afale, Zarate, Shaqiri, Crouch, Handanovic in goal, David Santon, Juan Jesus, Jason Derulo, if you've watched that, Nacho, Otavio, Brozovic, Nukuri, Scarpa, Cardona, and Jovetic is their team. No Icardi, of course. He signed for Arsenal because we faced him in a previous game this season. So no Icardi anymore for Inter. Halfway through the first half, there's been nothing so far. Like, literally no highlight. We've had one shot. Oh, here we go. First highlight of the game, pretty much. Here's Zarate on the ball. Finds Peter Crouch. Passes back to Kirchhoff. He's playing as the anchor man today with no Diarra in the team. He is back for the game. And Aflay just puts it wide there. Another highlight here, 43rd minute. The throw-in was blocked by Jovetic, and here is Scarpa down the right wing. He's Scarpa-ing down that wing. Otavio to Brozovic. Cardona's in on goal. Good save, Butland. Puts it out for a corner. Who's going to be taken by Scarpa. That's a nice name. He's going to, like, the amount of Scarpa punch you can make, well, that's funny. Peter Crouch on the ball now, but he's lost out. He was basically just had it snatched off him. Santon was fouled by Zarate, who didn't get a card there. And we're going to see, I think that was a save, I think. Scarpa with a free kick. Shawcross with a header away, but there's no striker up there to claim it. Here's Brozovic to Nukuri. Cardona's through. Butland holds on to the ball. Good stuff, and very close range save as well. Wasn't a great deal to show you in the first half. Let's hope the second period has a few more highlights in it. Gutierrez on the ball now. He's found Afale out on the left, but he's dispossessed by Nacho. We've struggled to hold on to the ball so far, so I think we have got retained possession. We're going to go shorter passing though. We're going to clear the ball to the flanks, look for the overlap, and work the ball into the box, because that works most of the time, not all the time. 60% of the time it works every time. Handanovic with a free kick there. It was no offside, I think. Here's Brozovic. to Cardona. Moving forward, finds Nacho, who's made a run on the right, and Affle's conceded a penalty. Now, Butler saved 3 penalties last season. Can he save one here? It's the number 8 taking the penalty, Stefan Jovetic, and he goes right. Butler went the right way, but couldn't stop it, and it's 1-0 to Inter Milan. And we've now dropped down to second place. Tigre Muric, after I said they'd be the whipping boys in the group, are in first place in the group with 5 points. Okay, we played an hour, and so far, I'm not very happy. Because we still have not had a shot on target. This could change here. There's Zarate to Affle, Gutierrez, Shaqiri. This is looking good. Zarate. And he made, well, double save by Handanovic. And he's injured. Handanovic is injured. I don't know if he's staying on or not. But that said that Handanovic would need a physio. Nacho's also injured as well. So, well, no, Handanovic is okay, it seems. But we could take advantage though. Affle on the ball. Crouch. Puts through Shaqiri. Oh, he's hit the bar. And Jason Derulo clears it. Oh dear. I've watched too much of Dr. Benji's content. Right, Zarate on a 6.0. That can't... no. We're going to play 2 strikers. We're going to bring on Jordan Rhodes. I'm playing as a poacher. No, advance forward. He hasn't been playing well as a poacher as of late. And we're also going to bring on Mame Diouf for Shaqiri. I know. I can't believe it either. Ramdeuter. And I'm going to go counter, I think. Oh, okay. That clock is really running down now. There's no highlights at the end of that game. And looks like it's going to be a 1-0 defeat. Yeah. There we go. Full time. 1-0. No, Inter are a great team, so yeah, that was a tough one. Unluckily, it wasn't our night, but yeah, well, I don't know. They were better than us. That's all I can say, really. Tigre Muric lost 3-1 at home to Besiktas, so they top the group now. Stoke's poor performance adds to disappointing defeat. I wouldn't say we were poor. I'd just say Inter were better. I don't know. I won't do the interview though. So our next game. So we're facing Inter again soon. I don't want to play. I don't want to do the same game again, and I don't want to play Besiktas again. So we're going to jump to the Crystal Palace game next episode. 5 games to play off screen, and I'm doing Palace because we need a bit of revenge on Palace because they've knocked us out of 2 cups last season, and on the opening day last year they beat us 3-0 at home. So we're going to go for a bit of revenge against Crystal Palace next episode. We're at home. Hopefully we can do the job there and hopefully pick up some points because we'll be back in the Premier League next season, switching focuses again. And in the league at the moment, after 8 games, we sit in 5th place. Still haven't drawn in the Premier League. Again, it took us a while to draw last season and the same thing's happening this year. 15 points so far. We're looking good. We're in 5th place. Man City have still got a 100% record. 8 games, 8 victories. No one has, apart from them, there's no one undefeated. Fulham and Huddersfield yet to record a win and just 1 point so far. That's not very good at all. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. Leave any comments you want to make. And if you want to see my videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. And yeah, 1 year anniversary. So 1st of December 2016. I wonder where we'll be there. Hopefully, the subs will have increased, exponentially, I'd say, is the word to use. So let's revisit in a year's time and just see what happens, because it might be a bit of fun. And hopefully I'll still be doing this in a year's time as well. And maybe add some new stuff to it as well. But I've got lots of plans next year. So yeah, wait and see. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.